We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be wrapping up a 9-game homestand by playing the rubber match against the Seattle Mariners in a best-of-3. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Steve here, also known as the BirdWatcher, a.k.a. BW. How you doing? I'm back for a Sunday afternoon of some baseball. Anybody ready for some baseball? Hello, Charm City chat. How's everybody doing? Matt, David, that pup Chase, Pocket Watch, Eric, Jacob, Daniel. Folks are coming in, and let me say hello to anybody that might be new to my channel. Welcome in. Thanks for finding my channel. Great for you, great for me, because this channel just started in time for the beginning of the 2024 season. I have been covering every Orioles baseball game, play-by-play, every pitch, from day one. We are 43 games into this thing. We got 119 to go. So if you're into Orioles baseball, you're in the right place. What I'm going to do is give you play-by-play and commentary for the baseball game. Perhaps you don't have a way to watch it on TV or listen to it on the radio, or maybe you just prefer the way I call a game, and maybe you turn the volume down on your game there on the TV. However you like to watch. There's Oriole fans all over the world. I'll tell you right now, I'm sitting here. It's already Monday morning, 12:27 a.m. That's right. Ready to get a game started here in about 8 minutes. So yeah, if you enjoy what you see, you might want to think about subscribing to the channel. I usually don't go to this right in the intro, but folks, here's where we stand. Jacob's right on top of it there in chat. Folks, I mean, if you haven't subscribed, grab this number, because you want to be number 800. Number 8. Kyle Ripken, anybody? Who wants to be number 800? You can be number 800 right now. Someone's going to be 800. We're going to hit that goal today, and we're going to probably get to 1,000 here in a couple of weeks. I mean, folks, 8 weeks into the season, 800 subs. You do the math. That's 100 a week. We are rocking and rolling. Get on in. All right, folks, pitching matchups today. Corbin Burns on the mound. How many starts are we up to now? Is this number 10 or number 9? Either way, we are getting deep into the season now. Burns with a record of 3-2, a 2.68 ERA, a whip of just 1.01. We're going up against a solid pitcher once more for the Mariners, and George Kirby, a right-hander. He has a 4-3 record, 3.58 ERA, but his whip would tell you he's a better pitcher than even that. A whip of .95, 15 to third innings, just 43 hits and just 5 walks. This guy does not walk anybody. We don't walk much, and he don't walk people. Look at those strikeouts to walks, folks. 51 Ks to 5 walks. Better than 10-to-1 strikeout to walk rate. He will give up maybe a home run every 10 innings, it would appear. So that's about one every other start nearly. So he's a tough pitcher. We've got our work set out for us to take this series today. Let's take a look at the lineups. For the Mariners, Josh Rojas will lead off and play second. Julio Rodriguez will be in center field batting second. Cal Raleigh will be DHing today and hitting third. No Mitch Garver in the lineup. Luke Raley at first base will be in the cleanup spot. Mitch Haniger in right field batting fifth. Dominic Calzone in left field batting sixth. Dylan Moore, the shortstop, hitting seventh. Luis Arias hitting third. Sebi Zavala, backup catcher, will hit ninth. And for your Orioles, Gunnar Henderson going to lead off and play short. Adley Rutschman getting a full day off. So Jordan Westberg in the 2-hole today. He'll be at third base. Ryan O'Hearn will bat third and be the DH. Ryan Mountcastle will be at first base And in the cleanup spot, Colton Cowser hitting 5th in right field. Austin Hayes is in left field hitting 6th. Ced Mullins is in center batting 7th. Jorge Matteo at second base hitting 8th. And finally, James McCann will hit 9th and catch for your Orioles. Anthony Santander is listed as day-to-day. He had been DHing since he had hurt himself a few games back. But he's going to get a full day's rest here. Hopefully be ready for the road trip coming up starting tomorrow in St. Louis. All right, we are past the half-hour mark, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I got the ball game up and running here, and we will get ready to go. Folks, if you are watching on your TV and following along with the BirdWatcher, the best way to do it so that we're all nice and synced up is to have that remote in your hand, and when the first out of the game is recorded, whether it's a strikeout, a ground ball, and somebody's thrown out at first, or somebody catches a fly ball, whenever that first out is recorded, go ahead and pause your game with your remote. Then allow your boy the BirdWatcher to catch up, announce that same out, and then you unpause your game and you're all synced up and ready to go for the rest of the ball game. It's really easy. It's going to be the best way to do this. And just to remind folks, again, no spoilers in the chat. Charm City chat, folks, best chat going in live sports streaming on YouTube. I can tell you that from personal experience. Very proud of the Charm City chat. I'm not sure if we got any mods here at the moment. Let me look through here. Oh, Fitzy's here. Oh, did we hit 800? Did number 800 come on through? We got that milestone out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, 800. Folks, before the first pitch to wrap up 8 weeks of doing this here thing, 800. Fantastic, folks. Uh-oh. The rain is falling here where I am. Let's hope it's not a big storm and that your boy is going to be online for all of this. Jacob says, I'm ahead of the ball game. I don't know how that's already been established. I haven't announced any of the calls yet. But if that were the case, if I'm somehow ahead of the ball game, well, do it the reverse way. You can pause me. Pause me right after I say something that you haven't seen, and then see the thing that I said, and then unpause me. Okay? It's the same thing, just reverse the order. Hey there, Narniac. How you doing? Eric? Oh, Joy, a McCann day. Yeah, Ced Mullins hitting 7th. Boys, not some great looking averages here in the bottom part of the order, but my biggest concern is when are we going to let Kyle Stowers get a start? I mean, Anthony Santander getting a day off, and we're facing a right-hander on the mound. Either I'd say Austin Hayes, make way. We'll see you as a pinch hitter later when we get a lefty out there. Or Ced, sorry, you've been struggling. We're going to move either Cowser or Hayes. Take your pick into center field and put Stowers in right. But that's not going to be the case. Not going to be the case. And it's a little worrisome because that's 2 straight games with a right-hander on the mound. We've got a lot of right-handers due up over the next several ball games. All 3 starters in the St. Louis series and 3 of the 4 coming up after that in Chicago. My only rationalization would be that Brandon Hyde thinks Stowers may be better served when we're out on the road in ballparks with dimensions a little more friendly for defensive purposes. But if Santander is the odd man out today, you could put Stowers in right field here. If Santander can handle right field, I feel like Stowers can. And then you put Cowser or Hayes in left, or put one of them in center and give Mullins another day off. I just felt like that's the way to go. It's a minor criticism, but yeah, we do have a guy who's got some talent there on the bench. If for no other reason, just build up his resume a little bit. Maybe he'll be an attractive trade piece come trade deadline, because we do have a bit of a glut with some of these outfield prospects. I don't think everybody's going to be a part of the future. So if Kyle Stowers is sort of that guy on the bubble, and if we want to do something down the road here, like go after a bullpen arm, well, we got to give him some playing time. We got to show some of these other teams this is a guy you might want to have on their team. So one or the other. Either he's plans for us or plans for a trade, but he's not too valuable sitting there on the bench. We need to get him in the game here. He got an at-bat yesterday. He got to face the closer. But that's not too helpful. All right, Corbin Burnes is taking up his final warm-up pitches here. The Orioles wearing their classic home white jerseys. And the final day, I'm assuming, of the Armed Forces weekend observation, the black hats with the gold emblem and gold stars. Burnes crouches in his traditional pregame ceremony there. And we're about to get started, folks. Orioles baseball, Sunday afternoon, a rubber game of the match. Here we go. Josh Rojas at the plate. Burnes is on the mound. Get ready, folks. Grab a snack, crack a beer, whatever you got to do. It's baseball on Sunday. First pitch. Hit on the ground, foul off to the right. And we're underway. Rojas 0 for 7 in the series, but a healthy .311 average. That leads the Mariners 1 for 9 off Burnes lifetime. This pitch is outside. 1-1. I will say one thing in regards of Austin Hayes being chosen in today's lineup. He is 3 for 10 off of Kirby, which any kind of success off of Kirby, you might want to go ahead and play that player. Here's a called strike at the bottom of the zone in the count 1-2. So if the BirdWatcher had his way, he'd probably let Mullins sit another game, probably put Cowser in center with Hayes in left and Stowers in right. Here's a pitch inside. That'll even up the count at 2-2. It's Stowers with a T there, Eric. This one's fouled at the plate. Rojas kind enough to pick up the baseball himself and toss it away. Still 2-2 here on the leadoff man to begin the ball game. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Burnes starts his day off with a strikeout. Encouraging. I'd love to see Burnes have a start much like his opening day start, just blowing people away and keeping the pitch count down. Good start here. Here's Julio Rodriguez. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. On a pitch that had some velocity and some movement, low and away. Rodriguez in a 6-game hitting streak. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Inside. Rodriguez going after a pitch out of the zone in the hole 0-2. Hey, folks, is the microphone sounding okay today? Am I sounding a little distorted or anything else? Once again, folks, due to my own health situation, just wearing headphones isn't good for me. I'm not able to really monitor how things sound. I can only go by the meter over here on the software. It's always good to get a... Here's a breaking ball in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Sounds good. Well, between the positive feedback and the quick response. Not only do I have that information, I'm also understanding that the lag is pretty quick. So things are working smooth here today. Here we go. The pitch. Check swing. Appeal. He went. McCann applies the tag. The first base umpire punches him out. 2 down here in the first. A pair of strikeouts for Burns. That's our ace, folks. We need an ace-like performance to lock up this series, put that loss yesterday behind us. That's right, I'm sipping my coffee. Cal Raleigh at the plate, switch hitting catcher from the left side, takes inside for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, top of the first. And yeah, there is thunder here for your boy locally. I'm hoping we don't have a major storm. We get some big ones out here sometimes. Here's a foul ball off to the right by Raleigh. 1-1 the count. I feel real confident and comfortable today. Bet a bunch of the O's to win this one. Maybe we can actually score some runs for Burns. Let's hope so. Yeah, Burns is throwing K so far. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch is coming in. Here's a ground ball, fouled off to the right. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out in the top of the first. Once again, folks, big milestone here before first pitch here for the BirdWatcher channel. Thank you so much to the first 800 subscribers for what I feel is the most exciting thing in terms of Orioles coverage out there. You got a new home, folks. 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, and that's a foul ball. Off to the right side on the first base side. That's a little redundant, excuse me. It was hit on the right side, first base line, but on the foul ground. That's right. I guess you need your sleep report. I didn't get any the previous ball game. Did manage to squeeze in 4.5 hours. Got to bed at 8 o'clock tonight. Woke up at 12:30. That's plenty of time for me. Get in a couple hours after the ball game. All right, 2-2 count once more coming to Cal Raleigh. Pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again. This is what I mean with Burns. I mean, he's about to throw his 17th pitch. He's only faced the minimum batters. He struck out the first 2, but let's hope it doesn't take more pitches than this. Here's a breaking ball in the dirt. Full count. So it's going to take at least 18 pitches to get through this first inning. You like to see an ace maybe throw about 15 pitches an inning, particularly if he's setting guys down in order. Just got to keep these pitch counts down. Per at bat, I mean. Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground, fouled away. Raleigh extending the at bat here. 19 pitches coming. So very important to get Raleigh out here, or else we'll be into the 20s. Another 3-2 is swung on and fouled at the plate. Cal Raleigh, regardless of the outcome of this at-bat, is doing something very important for the Mariners here. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And now a timeout. McCann had something to adjust. Raleigh adjusts his batting gloves. And now everybody ready to go. Burns gets the sign. And another payoff pitch to Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Lunged at. Fell off the table. Burns strikes out the side. I mean, I love to strike out the side to start the ball game, but I will trade a K or two for maybe 8, 9 less pitches. We can't average 20 pitches an inning, folks. That's not going to help. But we'll take it. We'll take it in the first. At the end of half an inning, Mariners nothing and the Orioles coming to bat. All right. Coffee. Give me more. Sweet, sweet caffeine. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Fantastic. Lovely. Well, the BirdWatcher fell asleep last night listening to another classic baseball game. Again, folks, classic baseball on the radio. Look up the YouTube channel. Great archive of old baseball broadcasts from going back to the 30s, mostly 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I was listening to Game 6 of the 1944 World Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and your former St. Louis Browns. That's right. Baltimore began in St. Louis. For any kids here in chat that might not know their Orioles history, St. Louis Browns making one World Series appearance in their history. That came in the 1944 season, right at the height of World War II. A lot of players, a lot of stars away from their teams on service. So interesting year in terms of the standings. The St. Louis Browns winning the pennant 10 years before they'd eventually move to Baltimore. They took it to 6 games. The Browns, they won game 1. Cardinals evened up at a game apiece. Browns went ahead 2 games to 1. But the Cardinals then won out. They would win game 6 and take the series 4 games to 2. Gunnar Henderson is at the plate. George Kirby on the mound. First pitch to Gunnar is a strike. 96 miles an hour on the fastball. Henderson batting .265. 14 homers, up to 30 runs batted in. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Well, there you go. Eric and Calvin learning a little something. Your boy, the BirdWatcher, loves to give a little bit of an education when he can. I don't know everything. Most things I've ever learned, I've forgotten. But it's nice to be reminded once in a while. Things that you did know, forgot, and then you can remember them again. Here's a ground ball foul off to the right. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Henderson, leading off here in the bottom of the first. I like his batting gloves. Bright red batting gloves on Gunnar. Is that typical? I feel like I don't remember such unique batting gloves. Here's a high fly ball. This one's going back, right center toward the bleachers, looking up. That one's going to go! Bye, birdie! Gunnar Henderson with another leadoff blast. The home runs keep coming. Number 14 on the season in the Orioles. Get it started with a bang. Gunnar going yard to right center. The Orioles take a 1-0 lead. How about them apples? Just another home run swing from your boy Gunnar. It comes so natural. Here's Westberg. First pitch is a strike. Folks, boom, shakalaka. Get in. Come on, Westberg. How about we just go 9 up, 9 down home runs? Westberg, base hit right center field. Jordan Westberg going oppo. Doesn't matter. He hits it where it's pitched. Jordan Westburg. How about this Oriole offense? Getting going bright and early against George Kirby. Folks, I went over Kirby's stats. This guy doesn't give up hits. This guy doesn't give up a whole lot of base runners. This guy's not easy. Let's keep the line moving. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. Pitch. Just a bit inside. That looked like it had the inside edge. Kirby doesn't get the call. Ball 1 to O'Hearn. Noise at the ballpark early here on Sunday afternoon. O'Hearn batting .290, 5 homers, 14 RBI. There's a check swing. That ball is going to be in the infield. Play at second. Is he safe? Who's out? Anyone? No play at first. Is everyone safe? They did call the lead runner out. It was a very close play on a check swing by O'Hearn. Excuse me, swing. Urias goes to the second base bag. Westburg is right there. Baltimore's going to challenge this play. It's a forced play. So, just like throwing a runner out at first, second baseman doesn't need to tag anybody. He's just got to get the ball in the glove. I say second baseman, whoever's receiving the ball at second base. Just got to receive that ball before Westburg's foot hits the bag. Unfortunately, I'm watching the Mariners broadcast. I'm not sure if they're going to give us a definitive look, because they have shown they don't like to show when a call that won't go their way. Folks, I think that's a straight-up tie. That foot is there the moment that ball... Right there. Hit pause. Go back 2 frames and you got it. We got this, folks. Right there. Pause it right there. Westburg is safe. You don't pull the wool over this boy's eyes. BirdWatcher might need a new set of glasses, but he sees what he sees. We got about 2 frames where a foot is on the bag. I told you, folks, when I called that play live, I didn't call him out at second. It looked like a bang play. Here we go with a call. The runner's safe. The runner is safe. I'm better than every umpire. How many times do I prove it to you people? Good Lord. By the way, I'm on the other side of the planet. Hello? Watching it on TV. You're there. The play is right there. Oh, these umpires. All right, 2 on, nobody out. Here's Mountcastle. We won that big challenge, thankfully. Pitch. Popped up. Foul ground. First baseman has a look. It's in the stands. Kirby's Dreamland. Isn't it? That's like a Nintendo game or something. That's a Kirby reference. Yeah, I got you. That's about 1 generation behind me. I was past the Kirby stage already. I was playing Earthworm Jim. There's a swing and a miss by Mountcastle. High fastball. 0-2 the count. Mountie had the day off yesterday, and we felt it. There was a important play at first base that required a strong pick by a solid glove. Unfortunately, O'Hearn unable to make a play on a ground ball that Julio Rodriguez was able to reach. Here's a pitch outside, 1-2. Two on, nobody out. A run already in here in the bottom of the first. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit the second. This could be 2. Second base for 1 to first in time. Mountcastle grounds into a rally killer. Westburg will move up to third, but there are 2 down now here after the double play ball. See what happens when you give Mountie a day off? Don't ever give him a day off again. Here's Colton Cowser. Throw some moos up there in the chat, folks. We got a 2-out RBI situation. First pitch to him is on the ground. And the second baseman with a backhanded play, not in time. Colton Cowser. RBI single on the infield. Driving in his buddy Jordan Westberg. And the Orioles have doubled it up to a 2-0 lead. Big 2-out RBI after the double play. It ain't over till it's over. I'll be happy with a couple of runs out of this inning. Cowser beats out the infield hit. Picks up a stake. That'll bring up Austin Hayes. He hits one hard. Right at Rodriguez. Man, Austin Hayes, he leveled that baseball up. Unfortunately, right on the line, Julio Rodriguez right there to dead center field to win the inning. But the Orioles, starting off with a blast from Gunnar Henderson, put up a pair of runs on the board to set the tone. We go to the second inning up 2-0. Looking good. Oh, now we got cows. Reminds me of one of my favorite lines from one of the corniest movies I've ever seen. Folks, you ever seen the movie Twister? Here's an impression. I gotta go. We've got cows. That's right. That's a line from a movie. About the corniest movie I've ever seen. Twister, ladies and gentlemen. If you like a story short on plot and character development, check out Twister. 8:03. All right. It'll be the middle of the order due up for the Mariners. He's in it for the money, not for the science. Classic lines like that. Or, is there an F5? And then drop a fork on a plate. Make that sound effect. Like, make the room go quiet. When somebody asks, is there an F5? It's finger of God. It's the finger of God. Hey, we might have a Twister fan somewhere in chat. I don't know. Folks, just killing time between innings. Just trying to set up a nice, relaxing atmosphere. I want a nice, relaxing day today. I need to relax. Let's go. Top of the second, Luke Raley takes a first pitch. That pitch was over the plate, but just a hair low for ball one. Luke Raley. Hitting .274, 3 homers, 11 driven in. This one's hit on the ground to the right side, foul. Over by the tarp there. Raley 2 for 8 in the series. Pitch. Hit on the ground again. This one, oh my goodness. Mountie with a rare miscue at first base. That ball got under his glove somehow and down the first base line. And Raley's going to pull into second base. Let's see what they score that. I'm going to assume it'll call it a double, but Mountcastle will tell you that should have been scooped up. Wow. That is the first time I've seen Mountie not look himself. And right on the heels of hitting into a double play in the last half inning. Tough few minutes here for Mountcastle. So we've got a leadoff man in scoring position for the Mariners. Mitch Haniger at the plate. First pitch to him is a strike. Bottom of the zone on the inside corner. Haniger batting .216, 6 homers, 22 driven in. Next pitch. Hit foul at the plate. And the count 0-2. Haniger in the hole right now. Yeah, no more off days for Mountie. I don't know. Normally you get an off day and you're feeling refreshed. I think Mountie just needs to play every day. I mean, if you want to DH him, maybe. I don't know, but good Lord. You get a day off and suddenly you're hitting into double plays and making like your first error of the season. Not a official error, but he'd tell you it was an error. This one is off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Steve. Yes, Book Doc. I was reminded of a nightmare from an X-rated cartoon. Okay, called Shame of the Jungle. I'll have to put that on my next Netflix queue. This one's low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. Next pitch. Swung on a missed. Burns. 4 outs in the game. All of them strikeouts. The K is going on today. Yeah, let's start keeping track with some Ks in the chat now that we're past 3 in that uncomfortable scenario. Throw up 4 Ks in the chat. He really does need to keep this pitch count down, though. Here's Dominic Canzone. Breaking ball, a called strike. Canzone hitting .237, 3 homers, 6 driven in. Runner still at second base, 1 out. Bottom of the zone, a little too low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey, Rob A. There you go. 4 Ks. Already in the books for Burns. One pitch. Hit on the ground. Foul off to the right. Couple of strikes now in Canzone. Really need to start putting batters away with 2 strikes quickly. This has been my one sort of, I mean, it's not even really a criticism. It's just, I feel like if Corbin Burns is expecting a big, long, really expensive contract after this season, I'm not sure I want to pay him. As this one is off the plate outside, laid off by the hitter after a appeal to third base on a check swing, 2-2 count. I mean, the results are there. I'll give it to him. But I just feel like an ace is a guy that is a little more efficient putting these hitters away. Maybe I'm just asking for the world. This one is fouled at the plate. The count is still 2-2. And folks, we are well into 30 pitches here with just 1 out here in a second. Burns giving up just the 1 base runner. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 5 outs, 5 strikeouts. Rob A., let's get an update. I mean, are we going to get 5 innings from him with 15 Ks? Because that's what pace we're on. 5 innings with 15 Ks. That'll work, I guess. Certainly would be an interesting stat line. Here's the pitch to Dylan Moore off the plate, low and away. Leadoff double, still at second base. 2 down now. 2-0 Baltimore, top of the second. And a series tied at a game and a piece. This one is a breaking ball. Catches the inside corner. 1-1 the count. Moore 4 for 7 for the series. He had a 2-hit night on Friday that included a home run. And then another 2-hit game yesterday, I guess. That's how you get 4 hits, right? If he had 2 on Friday, he would stand to reason. 2 more yesterday. 2-1 the count now. This one is low and away. I did not see an error listed. Yeah, Mountcastle was not given an error on that double by Luke Raley. 3-1 the count now on Dylan Moore. Pitch. Low and away, ball 4. 2 on. So Burns will indeed eclipse 40 pitches. A 20-pitch first is going to be followed by another 20-pitch inning. Folks, I hate to beat a dead horse here. I'm sure you've gotten the message. We get it, BW. The pitch count is a concern. I just, something I was thinking about before the game even started. I think about it before every start for Burns after his first 7-8 starts. Here's the pitch, low and away to Luis Urias. Urias is 0 for 5 in the series and batting just a $143 on the season. So here you go. If you're an ace, show me how you get out of this. Pitch number 41. Line drive, base hit left field. Here comes the run. Throw at the plate is cut off, and the Mariners are on the board. 2 out RBI single by Luis Urias. All right. I said this in the first inning. I'm willing to trade a strikeout for some efficiency. Great with the K's, Corbin, but come on, buddy. What are we doing here? Hello, Pup Chase. All right. Well, 2 men on. Tying run now at second base. Back to the, number 9 hitter here. Seb Zavala, or Sebi. This one's popped up. Center, actually hit well. Going back on it is Mullins. He's on the track. He's looking up and a little hop at the wall. Boy, that ball just kept carrying. But it stays in the ballpark to end the inning. My goodness. Exhale, everybody. Exhale. Good Lord. I mean, just a little bit of help from the wind. I mean, I guess there was already some help because that ball seemed to carry a lot further than it would look like off the bat. But my goodness. Yeah, 5 feet from disaster. Corbin, come on, buddy. What are we doing here? Again, it's like it's some kind of illusion, some kind of magic trick, and I'm not talking Orioles magic. This is voodoo. I don't know what it is, because I look at Burns' final stat line during a start, and you look at it on paper, and you go, yeah, I'll take that. That's a guy I wanted the top part of my rotation. These are solid numbers. He's given me 6 innings. He's given me an average of 1 base runner per inning, but man, I don't know. Man. What do you think, the man? I keep saying man. What do you think, the man? I don't know. Come on, Corbin. My personal opinion, folks, if Corbin Burns, and he is a Scott Boras client, I don't know. I don't know about a long-term deal. I don't know about a long-term deal for any starting pitcher. I feel like what we did with Burns here might be something we do again next year with somebody else. I mean, we've got prospects. We didn't have to give up much in terms of prospects for Corbin Burns. I mean, D.L. Hull, Joey Ortiz, I'm sure they're helping the Brewers out. The Brewers are doing well, but they're not exactly making headlines, right? Is anybody really suffering from the loss of D.L. Hull and Joey Ortiz? So what I'm saying is, why don't we do something similar next season? Give us the next ace who's on a contract year. Let's make a trade and bring in another guy. I don't know. I'm just not down with these long-term deals, especially for pitchers. I know Burns has got a good history of avoiding injury, but in general. Here we go. Ced Mullins at the plate to begin the bottom of the second. First pitch is a strike. Here's the next pitch. Popped up behind the plate. The catcher has a look, but it's just out of his reach. It'll actually bounce from the camera well area back into play. But, yeah, foul ball here for Mullins. 0-2 the count. Mullins is due. Ortiz is doing well. Well, there you go. I mean, I remember seeing him when we played the Brewers. He looked good in his at-bats. But again, where are you playing him for us, Narniak? Are you going to sit Westbrook for him? Here's a called strike 3. As Mullins is set down. I mean, you could argue, well, Ortiz over Matteo maybe, a left-handed bat against a right-handed pitcher. Or wait, is Ortiz a lefty or a righty? Righty, I forget. We've developed so many lefties, I just assume. But yeah, in general, you guys, exactly the man. And of course, eventually, once Holiday's up, Mayo's... Here's a base hit in the right field for Jorge Matteo. First pitch swinging, my favorite expression to spit out. Matteo goes opposite field on a line drive. I'll tell you what, who has earned himself regular playing time, it's Matteo. His average now up to 269. We'll take that from Matteo, along with the speed and the defense, a 269 average. Forget about it. I'll be happy with that. Mullins is just lost at the plate. And sometimes, folks, you get into a funk. Here's a called strike on the outside edge to James McCann. Runner at first, one down. The Orioles up 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. Folks, even if you don't play baseball, sometimes you get into a slump, you know, and sometimes that slump gets into your head and just makes things worse. And it takes a while to get out of that funk. Here's a swing and a miss, and it might have been a hit-and-run situation. This ball's thrown into center field by the catcher. Matteo will get up and go to third. Folks, there's your speed coming into play. Jorge Matteo takes off. The catcher throws it into center field. And Matteo now at third base with only one out. So he basically took a single and turned it into a triple. As McCann has a chance to drive him in without the benefit of a base hit. Come on, McCann. This is your chance to help out the team without even getting a base hit. It's Matteo at third. Just put the ball in play. I know you got an 0-2 count. Come on, buddy. Kirby tries to get him to chase off the plate. 7 for 7 in steals is Matteo so far this season. Infield is in. I tell you what, they are not playing the percentages with the speed of Matteo. This one's low and away, 2-2. So that only makes things more. I mean, McCann, I don't know what more you want. You got a RBI sitting there 90 feet away, less than 2 out. The infield is drawn in for you. All you got to do, buddy, put it in play. 90% chance you're driving this run in. He lays off another pitch low and away, and the count now 3-2. So Kirby got ahead of McCann. Try to get him to chase one. McCann wasn't having it for 3 straight pitches. We're going to get a payoff pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air. Right field. This will get the job done for sure. It'll really get it done. This ball's over the right fielder's head and bounced up against the groundskeeper's shed. An RBI double for James McCann. Ladies and gentlemen, get wet. The Orioles get a run right back. 3-1 Baltimore on the RBI double by McCann. Back to the top of the order. Here comes Gunnar, folks. I know I saw that 3 pop up out of the corner of my eye. So this thing is a little bit ahead of me. Folks, we're going to the sub-screen. We got Gunnar at the plate. Hang in there with me. I'll make the call for you. First pitch to Gunnar. Breaking ball popped up. Gunnar tosses his bat aside, frustrated. Shortstop goes out into shallow left field to make the catch. And there are 2 down. By the way, folks, thank you to the 5 newest subscribers to the Oriole BirdWatcher channel. Folks, this little graph right here, thank you, number 806. This graph right here, it's a direct reflection of Orioles' success. The team is going the same way this channel's going. Up. Jordan Westburg at the plate. First pitch. Called strike right over the heart of the plate. All right, folks, again, if you love the number 8, then grab that next sub. If Kyle Ripken's your hero, you got a chance to be number 808. I'd take that number. 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. Shortstop. Should have it. And Westburg grounds out to win the inning. But the Orioles, after giving up a run in the top half of the second, come back with a run of their own to put the lead back at 2. At the end of 2 innings, Orioles 3, Mariners 1. All right. Fantastic. See you in September. Yeah. There it is. Congratulations, folks. 808. I tell you what, that is a solid number if you're playing Squid Game. If you're playing Squid Game, that's the number for me. All right. Matt, I cannot. I have no idea of knowing that. It's a special number only for those who subscribe. They can look at what the current number is and say, well, I'll be the next one. Hold on to that memory, folks. That's the only way to know. Hold on to that memory. Well, Matt, top 50. Well, there you go. I mean, no matter what number it is, it's a great number. It's not one of those spring training numbers. You're on the Major League roster with a low number. Looking good. Hey, I'm wondering if there's any out-of-town scores to go over. Probably not too many games too far in. Actually, I need to go ahead and refresh this. Doesn't look like this page is updated with the out-of-town scores. There we go. All right, there's some scores. Boston's ahead of the Cardinals, 4-1. That's after 4 innings. Yankees and White Sox tied at 2. Come on, Chicago. Give us one win against those Yanks, please. Let's make up that game we lost ground on yesterday. Phillies ahead 1-0 on the Nats. Toronto up by the same score on the Rays in the third. Cleveland up 2-1 on the Twins. Excuse me. The Mets up 4-0 on the Marlins in the second. 1-0 Brewers over the Astros. That's just getting started, top of the first. And scoreless, just getting started, A's and Royals and Pirates and Cubs. All right, everything later. Here we go. Josh Rojas to lead it off here in the top of the third. First pitch to him is outside just a little bit. Ball 1. So, all right, Corbin, we got you that run back. We need a pitch count of 15 or less this inning, please. There's a breaking ball for a called strike. 1-1 on Rojas. Hey there, Card Crazed. Welcome in. Folks, Card Crazed, one of our fantastic mods here in the chat. Card helping keeping Charm City chat nice and charming. Here's a swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Folks, the world is your oyster in the Charm City chat. There's just a few things that are taboo. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Burns. Throw another K up on the board, folks. What are we at now? 6? Burns with another strikeout. Yeah, folks, there's only a few things to not bring up here in the Charm City chat. Number 1, don't spoil anything. If something has happened and you haven't heard me talk about it yet, don't be the first one to do it, because a lot of people are depending on me to deliver the information. First pitch to Julio Rodriguez is low for ball 1. The other two things, folks, no politics. Nobody's getting anything solved among the politicians. How are we going to do it during a baseball game? We're here to relax, all right? So that's a no-no. Here's a soft ground ball to Westberg. He's going to have to hurry, and he gets off that throw to beat Julio Rodriguez. Boy, I tell you what, Jordan Westberg, Kobe Mayo may be the third baseman of the future, or he may have to find another spot because Westberg, he might be versatile. He might be able to shift over to second. But it just feels like he's making third base his, much the way Gunnar made shortstop his last season. 2 down here in the top of the third. Finally, the final taboo there in the chat. Sports betting talk. Ugh. Here's a tough fly ball in the no man's land between center field, the second baseman, and the right fielder. Henderson running with his back to the plate. Matteo and Mullins trying to catch up with their speed, but nobody could get to that baseball. It's going to be a 2-out single. And it looks like Mullins might have had a shot at it if he ran full speed and wasn't worried about colliding with anybody else. But it was a tough play there. Tough to communicate on a situation like that. Runner at first, 2 down. Luke Raley, first pitch, swung on and grounded down the right field line. This is going to be probably extra bases. And now it's bobbled a bit. Here comes the runner around third. They're going to wave him in. The play at the plate. He is out. He has been gunned down at the plate. The ball in from right field. Colton Cowser. I'm not sure if he hit a cutoff man or what. The Mariners putting their hand up. They want to check the play, and they say, no, there's nothing to challenge. I mean, he was out by a mile. The ball beat him at the plate. Just waiting to apply the tag there. Folks, the Orioles get out of the jam. Matteo did make the cutoff throw, so there you go. Jorge Matteo once again getting involved. Cowser with a strong throw to Matteo. Matteo cutting down the runner. And this inning is over. We go to the bottom of the third. Orioles 3, Mariners 1. And your boy needs a lucky. Because I'm feeling a bit lucky after a play like that. When you feel lucky, have a lucky. Advice from your boy, the BirdWatcher. He'll be right here. Don't go anywhere, kids. Oh, let's get a win today. Let's get a win. I'm in a really good mood, and I just want to keep it that way. I'm feeling good. Three runs, 5 hits through the first 3 innings for the Orioles. A run on 4 hits for the Mariners, and an error. An error. Here comes, here's a replay. Cowser, there's Matteo, the cutoff man. Yeah, Matteo. Oh, perfect. Perfect for Matteo. 2 seeds. Cowser to Matteo, Matteo to McCann. All right. Underway here, bottom of the third, and first pitch is swung on a miss by Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn is 0 for 1 so far. Swung on and hit in the air. Deep right field. Looking up. This one is gonna go. Bye-bye birdie. Ryan O'Hearn goes yard. He touches off against Kirby. That ball landing right where the bleachers meet the flag court. Ryan O'Hearn goes deep to right field, and the Orioles add on another. Make it 4-1 here in the bottom of the third. Oh, he got a fastball, belt high, right out over the plate, and he turned on it, folks. He turned on it. Oh! That's the sound I make when I make contact like that. Oh! That's the noise I feel like he might have made. Here's Mountcastle. First pitch is inside for ball one. Folks, keep those big hits coming. 2 more homers for the Orioles already today, leading the majors and adding on. Next pitch to Mount, he's inside, 2-0. These luckies sure are lucky. Uh-oh. An ad just popped up over my screen in the middle of the pitch. Are you kidding me? We got a 2-1 count. I tell you what, folks. Life is just a series of trying to avoid ads. 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. One of the many reasons I like living way the hell out here. Less ads. Less commercialism in your face. It's nice. This one is hit on the ground, third base side. Mountcastle is going to ground out here to give us the first out here in the bottom of the third. 0 for 2 for Mountie today. That'll bring up Colton Cowser, folks. Let's get some moves in the chat once more. Cowser coming up. I mean, Kirby getting touched up today. Let's chase this guy. Come on, Colton. First pitch, swung on and fouled straight back behind the plate. The Milkman 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the first. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. 4-1 Orioles. Pitch. This one's hit in the air. Right center and deep. Rodriguez, it's over its head. Extra bases galore. Here comes the throw in. It's offline, and Cowser gives us the sprinkler. Man, the splash zone. Folks, you wearing your bathing trunks today? You got your snorkels? You got your flippers? Folks, it's extra base city here off of George Kirby. That one hitting right off the base of the wall. Off the bottom of the wall. Excuse me, did I? Oh, yeah. So, Cowser. Here comes Sorry. Austin Hayes. Forgive me. I'm with it. I'm hip. I'm cool. I'm with it. This one's off the plate for ball one. Cowser in scoring position with 1 away. The Orioles looking to add on. 4-1. The current score. Pitch. Swung on. Chopped to third. Cowser will have to stay at second base as Hayes will ground out for out number 2. All right, folks. Cedric Mullins. I mean, come on. Why not, Ced? Why not? Today's your day, bro. I feel a lot of people waking up today. First pitch. Swung on. Line drive, base hit right field. Ced Mullins. Bring in the milkman. Cedric Mullins, RBI single, and the Orioles now lead 5-1. Get some, Ced. Get some. Come on. Kirby, your enthusiasm, Seattle. You heard me, Seattle. Kirby, your enthusiasm, because our bats are awake today. 5-1. That was 104 miles an hour off the bat. Kirby's getting lit up. Here's Matteo. Check on Mullins. He's all right. The kids are going to be all right, folks. I repeat, the kids are going to be all right. 2 down, runner at first. 5-1 Baltimore. Matteo at the plate. This one's inside, and there goes Mullins. And Sebi Zavala catching today. He drops the transfer when he went to go to try and throw out the base runner. So Mullins has himself a steal. Look at Sed go. Look at Sed go. He's in scoring position now for Matteo, a 1-0 count. Pitch. Hit on the ground weakly to second. And Matteo will be thrown out to end the inning. But the Orioles, offense is clicking. 2 runs in the first. Another in the second. 2 more in the third. I see a pattern. At the end of 3, it's the Orioles 5, the Mariners 1. 8 hits off Kirby in the first 3 innings. Oh, it feels good. Let's go. Hey there, Bill. Good to see you. Bill, once again, I'm happy I got you. Bill, listen to me. I got to try this for you, buddy, because I want to make sure that you're following along as close to the action as you can. I'm a little worried that sometimes you're behind. Bill, I'm going to say a number. As soon as you hear it, type it in. And if it's more than 5-10 seconds, Bill, something's up. What's this popping up on my screen? I got a McAfee ad popping up on the computer. So here's a number to type in, Bill. Type in the number 5 right now. And if, again, you might need a little adjustment on your screen there, the word live. Okay, boom, Bill, you're looking good. Bill, I take it back. You are set today. I just noticed a couple of games ago that some of your comments made it look like maybe you were far behind, and I just wanted to help you out and make sure you were good to go, Bill. Good to see you. Folks, whoops, where'd I go? How did I get over here? Okay. How are we looking over here? 808 State. Now that 808 has been taken, nobody wants 809. Let's keep it moving, folks. And also, folks, if you haven't hit that like button, I know I'm asking the world for you, but we got nearly 100 people in here right now. And normally a ratio of, half as many likes as people. That's not too much to ask. We're at 34. I think we can get that in the 40s real easy. So, folks, right now we're in the middle of a break. Tap that like button, will you? It's that thumb right below your screen, or bottom of your screen. As we go to the top of the 4th. I'll be back on the screen myself here in just a sec. Okay, first pitch from Burns to Mitch Haniger, leading off the top of the 4th is a curveball in there for called strike 1. All right, back on your screen. Sitting back in the chair. This one's hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Into the corner. Haniger is going to have extra bases. He is jogging in the second with a leadoff double. All right. Rob saying Corbin looking great. Right when I say leadoff double. I mean, he looked great in that last inning in terms of keeping that pitch count down. Okay, Corbin, let's settle in here. We got ourselves a 4-run lead. Dominic Canzone looks at a first pitch strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1 the count. We are in the top of the 4th. Final game of a 3-game series. Each team looking to take the series after splitting the first 2. This one's fouled back. 0-2 on Canzone. Orioles won on Friday night, and the Mariners won, well, last night. Afternoon start, but with the rain delay. Swing and a miss on an 0-2 pitch. Canzone absolutely befuddled at the plate. Boy, that was an embarrassing at-bat. Canzone down on 3 pitches. And that third pitch will probably haunt him in his sleep. As that pitch, pretty nasty. Another strikeout for Burns. One away here in the top of the fourth. Dylan Moore up. First pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. Moore walked in his first AB. We'll see, Maximus. I mean, I'm not, I'm willing to. Here's a called strike on a breaking ball, bottom of the zone on the outside corner. 0-2 on Moore. I'm still willing to entertain the idea of a Burns contract, but honestly, I don't know. I feel like a 3 to 4 year range is. I don't want any more than that with a pitcher and with so much money involved. Again, I know it might cost a little more per season to maybe go out there and get an arm for hire for 1 year versus locking a guy up for several. But if there is a major injury, then you don't have to worry about sitting there with a contract with millions and millions of dollars a year going down the toilet. This one's fouled back by Moore. I mean, everybody wants to have that ace, that guy you can go to start after start, season after season, and they are a rare find. Swing and a miss. Burns with another strikeout. So, yeah, I mean, Burns is that guy that he's right on the borderline for me. He's right on that borderline. I'm willing to hear both sides of the argument. We've got a lot of season left to play. 2 down here now. Up to 8 strikeouts. Pitch. Breaking ball. There's a called strike. To Luis Urias. Urias, RBI single, driving in the lone Mariner run so far. Pitch is low and away. 1-1 the count. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Morgan Freelance. Morgan Freelance stopping in to say hello. Say hi to Andy Dufresne. Here's a swing and a miss. Urias now has 2 strikes on him. Do I hear another strikeout? Randall says Burns is doing exactly what the O's need him to do and more. All right, so Randall's ready to open up the wallet. How much money do you got, Randall? How much you want to pay? Here's a called strike 3. Moore frozen on a pitch that had plenty of the zone. Man, Burns, the strikeouts. Again, I asked for it in the first inning. Give me a start like that opening day start where you're just mowing guys down, and he's doing it. 9 Ks through 4. Holy Toledo. Holy Toledo. All right, so Burns is getting back under control. Your boy's got nothing negative to say. Yeah, again, I think Burns is a great pitcher. Folks, when we signed this guy, your boy was doing a jig, a happy dance, pretty much all through the winter. I'm all about it. But again, at the same time, like I said, yeah, I don't know. It's all going to come. I mean, if Burns winds up being that guy that takes us all the way to the promised land, pay the guy. I don't know. Like, it's just, I'm open to either way, you know. He's an Oriole right now, and when you're an Oriole, you're my boy. You got me? But I do understand this is a huge decision to make in the off season. One way or the other. Whether you're just like, I want Burns, or whether you're like, oh, I want another. I mean, no matter what side of the fence you're on, it's a huge decision. Let's just hope we make the right one. Could work out one way or the other. I don't know. Sorry for the squeaks on the old microphone there. Win the series, cut the check. Matt, sounds good to me. I mean, I'll throw in $5. Can everybody throw in $5? Help Corbin get the money he needs? I'll throw in $5. Hey, thanks for that stat, Rob. Mullins with a milestone today. Career stolen base number 100. Welcome to the 100 Club, said. Oh, man, this Mariners broadcast team killing me. They've got a shot of somebody dipping in for some crabs out of the pot. Here, boys, ready to crack open some crabs and go to town. All right, here we go. James McCann lead it off here. First pitch to him is a strike. Kirby out there for another inning. Next one is grounded to third. Should be an easy routine play, and it is. As McCann grounds out to Urias to begin the bottom of the fourth. Back to the top of the order, folks. Gunnar Henderson. Last time up, home run. Uh-oh. The curse of the cursor is back, at least for a moment there. I'm sorry, Gunnar's up to 15 home runs. Did I say 14? I might need somebody to confirm what he's on. I think he's at 15 at this point. He is climbing up there. First pitch is ball one. Here's one fouled at the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, is he up to 14 or 15, folks? I believe that's 15. Thank you, Darniak. Yeah, not hard to believe that he's leading the league in leadoff homers. 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. Kirby, despite the 5 runs given up, his pitch count is pretty healthy. He's still in the 40s here in the 4th inning. This one hit on the ground and threw a base hit. Henderson finds a hole in the infield on the right side of second base for his second hit of the ball game. A 1-out single, and that'll get Westberg up. Hey, Gunnar, you feel like running? I feel like running. I feel like this catcher can't throw anybody out. And it doesn't feel like Kirby's got much of a move either. Matteo's already stolen the base. Mullins has already stolen the base. I know we're up 4, but keep it going, Gunnar. Westberg at the plate. And he fouls one straight back. Westberg currently at 299, just a hair under 300. 7 homers, 29 RBI. And remember, folks, 29 RBI, most of that coming from hitting somewhere around the 7 spot on average. This one is low and away. There goes Gunnar, and there's another steal. Your boy knows what he's talking about. Add another stolen base to the docket. Gunnar has a homer and a steal. Make it a combo meal for Gunnar Henderson today. Runner in scoring position now for Westberg. He's hitting .371 in this spot. Pitch. That one hits the outside bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1-1 on Westberg. 1-2 now. You're my boy, Gunnar. You're my boy. One, two. Uh-oh. This one's hit in the air, right center. The right fielder will cut off the center fielder and make the catch. Gunnar will have to stay at second base after a fly ball to right field. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Brian O'Hearn. O'Hearn has gone deep today. Let me hear ya. O'Hearn is up in the chat. Have you heard about O'Hearn? He's hitting .294 is all. As Kirby will have a chat with Zavala on the mound. They might be talking about whether or not pitching to O'Hearn is a wise move with a base open at first. And the right-handed Mountcastle on deck, who's been 0 for 2 today. And from a Mariners point of view, he hasn't looked really good at the plate. He had the day off yesterday and 0 for 2 so far. They might consider not giving O'Hearn much to hit here. First pitch is a called strike. Perfect location for Kirby. It looked intended. That was about an inch or two outside, hoping that O'Hearn would either chase or maybe he'd get the call. He winds up getting the call. So an 0-1 count on Ryan O'Hearn. Next pitch again going outside a couple inches further out. This is how you pitch, folks. If the ump's going to give you something, go back to that well, maybe go a little bit farther away, see if he'll give you that. See if the batter will chase. Count is 1-1 now. Henderson at second, 2 down. This one's lifted in the air to left. O'Hearn, his head down, knowing that this is going to be a routine fly ball. Fly ball to left will be caught to end the 4th. So for the first time today, the Orioles have an inning where they don't score. How dare they? How dare us not score a run in an inning? We go to the 5th. Orioles 5, Mariners 1. Oh, Rob coming in with a big hot take. What do we got here? My problem with O'Hearn. Uh-oh, there's a problem. Where are we going to have him if we want to bring up one of those young studs like Mayo, because I don't see where. Yeah, Rob, that's why the timing of everything is sort of... Here's the deal. Ryan O'Hearn has been an absolute blessing. I mean, the guy was a DFA. We got him for nothing. So when Elias is sitting there and he's making plans about building a team for the future, meanwhile, you got to make moves in the present. And when you see an opportunity, you go for it. And he said, I see a guy like Aaron Hicks or a guy like Ryan O'Hearn out there for nothing. I'm going to go get him. Well, O'Hearn came in, and his performance has sort of made it difficult in terms of, the natural progression for some of these younger players coming up. But it's a good problem to have. O'Hearn isn't going to be with the team forever. If anything, who knows? Maybe O'Hearn winds up being a trade piece down the line. Take a guy that nobody wanted, and suddenly he's a guy that could hit 300 for another team, and we actually get something back for him. Talk about a fantastic move. But, yeah, he can really only DH. I know. But I'd say the same with Heston Kjerstad. I'm really not comfortable with Kjerstad as a defender in the outfield. And, of course, first base is all Mountcastle's, as long as he's on the team for me. Hey there, Christina. I didn't even know you're here. But Christina will be right back. Good to see you, Christina. All right, here we go. Top of the 5th. First pitch, breaking ball, top of the zone from Burns for a called strike. 9 strikeouts through the first 4 innings for Burns, but he has given up 5 hits and a walk. Swing and a miss, 0-2 to Sebi Savala, the number 9 hitter, backup catcher. No, Bill, no! Wait, let me do my Darth Vader impression. No! Apple TV game next Friday, folks. Mark your calendars. That's always fun. Here's a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, folks. Double-digit strikeouts for Corbin Burns with just 1 out in the 5th. Holy Toledo. Burns. We are seeing the strikeouts today. By the way, the Mariners will be taking on the Yankees right after this series. So as we hope to beat up on them today and take the series, we'll be rooting for them as soon as they leave, because they're going to be playing the Yankees next. Here's a swing and a miss by Rojas. And another swing and a miss on that breaking ball. My goodness. Burns has got these Mariner batters looking pretty confused. I say that again. They've gotten 5 hits. They've gotten on the board. They haven't been completely shut down, but some nasty pitches Burns has gotten off today. Here's one fouled away. 0-2 the count. Rojas has already struck out twice, which is probably going to be a common theme as we go through this order a third time. Hey there, booty smacker. Here's one in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Rojas. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. Orioles 5, Mariners 1. Hey, Bill, you ordered one of those hats? I'm jealous, Bill. I got to admit, I'm jealous. There's a called strike 3. Boy, Burns is in the head of these batters. That's a second strikeout where he just threw a pitch right in the zone there. It wasn't really moving all that much. That cutter, it had velocity. But the fact that the batter couldn't even go into swing mode really tells you how off balance these hitters are right now. 2 out, nobody on. There's that breaking ball again. Man, Burns is throwing the heck out of that curveball and nailing the bottom of the zone every time. He really is looking as sharp as ever right now. It's a pleasure to watch. Julio Rodriguez at the plate, by the way. This pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. Oh, don't worry about that, Bill. Don't worry about me. First of all, I would never trust a fitted hat unless I tried it on first, even though I have a size, quote unquote. I got a large head. It's just like shoes. I got large feet as well. And once you get past a size 13, those sizes aren't very accurate. Every shoe is different. Here's a Baltimore chop, gonna be tough, and Burns has no chance to cover the bag. In fact, he goes down to his butt. His feet fall from under him, trying to reach behind and cover the bag at the same time. That was never going to happen with Rodriguez's speed on a chopper. That was always going to be an infield hit. It's a 2-out single for Rodriguez. Hopefully Burns will be fine after falling down after trying to make that play. You'd hate to see him turn an ankle or something like that. That's a little bit dangerous there, Corbin. Don't injure yourself, buddy. Be careful. Looks like McCann's going to let Corbin get a little bit of a breather after that play. I did not get a new mouse, Fox. I'll admit it. But I have figured out how to break the cursor problem. At least I think I've got a workaround solution for now. I just got to wait till I'm... It's a bit of a hike to go to a place for tech stuff. And I'm going to be out that way probably sometime next week because I got to go visit the old doctor. And when I go to that hospital, that's usually a good time to do some errands like that. We'll see. I mean, the other situation is just space here on this table. I've got a little like one-person like diner's table. Just enough space for my laptop and my coffee. And the way I've got things angled, normally the mouse would be on my right side. I'd have to use my left hand. I'd have to go left-handed on the mouse. All right, I'm sure everybody's very happy to hear about all that. Eric, Cal Raleigh at the plate. Here's a ball that's fouled off to the right, bouncing off the tarp over there. Raleigh is, what is he today? 1 for 2? 1 for 2. Runner at first, 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Corbin Burns has been magnificent. Oh, he just misses off the outside edge here. 1-1 the count on Cal Raleigh. I can feel my voice starting to get a little gravelly. Yeah, even before I get a mouse, I think I got to invest in some tea. I gotta get that tea with the. That was close. A pickoff attempt on Julio Rodriguez, very close. Rodriguez back safely. Burns, one drawback for him that is not really a debate. He does struggle holding on to base runners, and his delivery to the plate not the quickest. Here's a line drive. Right to the first baseman, O'Hearn, who's standing next to the bag, nearly had a way to double off Julio Rodriguez. And wait a minute, is that the end of the inning? That's the end of the inning anyway. Apparently nobody knew how many outs there were or what was going on. Everyone's just standing at the bag. I think Rodriguez was just standing there knowing the inning was over, but it sort of confused everybody else, even the umpires for a second. That's the end of the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the fifth. The Orioles ahead 5-1. You should get a P.O. box or something so we can send you some stuff. Yeah. I'll look into it. I'll look into that. Hey, here's something to consider. Currently, for your boy the Birdwatcher, it is 1:56 a.m., May 20th, 2024, where I am sitting. I have less than 24 hours until I turn 47 years old. That's right. So when I'm calling the game tomorrow in St. Louis, I will already be 47. But it won't be my birthday for you guys. Does that make any sense? We'll be celebrating my birthday for the Tuesday night game. The 21st. BW turns 47. Good Lord. 50 years old, coming right up. Good Lord. What happened? I swear I was in high school the other day. I swear I just got done with a book report. What happened? I don't know. Time, folks. It's a killer. I'll come to wish you an unhappy birthday. Do you know the reference? I don't, actually. What's that from, my friend? Normally, I'd at least sit there and go, wait a minute. Okay, let me think. But that sounds completely... Oh. I love the Smiths. They say there's too much caffeine in your bloodstream. Here's Mountie with a first pitch, fly ball, trouble down the right field corner. Long run by Haniger, and it's going to drop a couple of feet in the foul ground. Mountcastle nearly finding a extra base hit down the opposite field corner. Yeah, I'm a huge Smiths fan, and even I didn't realize that was a lyric. It sounds like a Smiths lyric. Nice and negative. Hey, we're all human and we need to be loved just like everybody else does. All right, 0-1 the count on Mountcastle, leading off the bottom of the fifth. Bit of a delay here. He's still not back in the box. Well, Jordan, I'm happy that I have a chiseled old radio voice because that means I have youth on my side and plenty of years of a silky smooth radio voice coming your way. How's that sound? Another 25 years of this sound good? Great. I'd love to. 0-2 the count on Mountcastle. Pitch. Foul back. Still no balls and 2 strikes. That's right. Your boy spent 46 years preparing to sound 60, and he's ready. I didn't know 60-year-olds had a certain sound. I can understand someone sounding like 85. I'm really trying to think. What does a 60-year-old sound like? I think they sound like they did when they were 40. I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. 1-2 the count on Mountcastle. Pitch. Fouled straight back. Hanging in there. Still 1-2. We're in the bottom of the fifth, folks. The Orioles. The bats alive and well on George Kirby. 2 runs in the first, another in the second, 2 more in the third. We are in the bottom of the 5th, 5-1. Looking to take this series. This one is hit off the end of the bat. It could drop. No. Rodriguez sprints in and makes the catch, holding the glove down by his waist to get that baseball. So Mountie flies out to center for out number 1 here in the 5th. Let's get some cows in the chat. I tell you what, I've got some milkman. Here's a little milkman action for you. Whoops. Get on in there. Outside, ball 1 to Cowser. Colton, 2 for 2 today. Average up to 274. Next pitch is swung on and missed. He had a big cut on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside. There it is. Cows, milkmen, glasses of milk, swinging a foul ball off to the right. I mean, we are getting our vitamin D. Yeah, how about we work vitamin D into all this? Like next time he makes a great defensive play, I'm going to say Cowser with a little vitamin defense. How's that sound? This one is low, and I'm trying to suss out this last comment. Play-by-play voice to again clarify, not regular. You don't go to your post office and talk to them like someone is up to bat. Hi, I'd like my mail, please, in the bottom of the 9th. What are you talking about? Or vitamin D, what am I talking about? Yeah, isn't vitamin D part of milk? Or am I forgetting something? Help me out. Maybe I've forgotten all of my dairy knowledge. Next pitch to Cowser is off the plate for ball 3. We got a full count. It's fortified. It's fortified with vitamin D. All right, we got a full count here. I'm starting to sweat over here. I think that coffee's taking its toll. Wow, Cowser with a big cut and a miss. He strikes out. 1 away here. Excuse me, 2 down now in the bottom of the 5th. Folks, it's been real. Going to go watch my niece's soccer game. So something fun to watch. Hey, Eric. I know you're a Mariners fan, but first of all, go take care of business against the Yankees for us coming up this week, will you? Second of all, find some Oriole fans in your area and tell them about the channel. This one's fouled off here by Austin Hayes. Two down, nobody on for Hayes. Oh, Eric's on his way out, and that pup chase is on his way in. Hey there, Janet. Janet, have you been here, Janet? I don't remember saying hi to you. Here's a swing and a pop-up. This should be playable in foul ground. The third baseman, Urias, has it, and the inning is over. We are 5 innings in the books, folks. The Orioles ahead 5-1. Your boy's going to step aside for a sec. Take a quick little jaunt to the restroom. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Back in the driver's seat here. Coming back on the air for you. Good afternoon. Whew. All right. We are going to the 6th. Corbin Burns up for his 6th inning of work. Has he got any more strikeouts in him? What are we up to, 11 or 10? 11. This one goes to 11. These strikeouts go to 11. All right, we are underway here in the top of the 6th. First pitch to, who's up? Luke Raley is low for ball 1. That was Burns' 80th pitch of the game. This might be his last inning. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Raley has a pair of doubles today. Scored the only run for the Mariners so far. Pitch outside. 2-1. The Yankees are best right now. Well, they've had the luxury of playing the White Sox. All I know is we've played them and we won 3 out of 4. And they've played more games. We're tied in the loss column. Give us a chance to play as many games as they have. I don't think the Yankees are necessarily best. I think at most we're pretty even right now. 2-2 pitch. Low and in for ball 3. It's been a while since I've checked, but I'm pretty sure as well that the Orioles are still having the best record against teams with winning records in all of baseball. That's a huge stat. This one's grounded in the hole at short. Gunner with a play. It's not going to get there in time. Going to be an infield single for Raley, his 3rd hit of the ball game. Pair of doubles and now an infield single, leading off the top of the 6th. Hey there, Pure. Checking in. Pure, you got a game on now or later? Should I send people your way after this? Fitzy, maybe? I don't know. Pure, if you got a place for me to send people at the end of the game, let me know, because I don't have anything set up yet. And I might forget. This one is off the plate. Low and away to, who's up here? Mitch Haniger. Runner at first, nobody out. Orioles ahead 5-1 in the top of the 6th. Let's bring it back down here and look at the box score here. Check on the runner. He's back safe. Haniger batting .219 at the moment. Hey, Pure, past 800 today, by the way. Past 800 subs. Here's a check swing. Appeal. Safe, says the first base umpire. 2-0 the count on Haniger. Where are we at right now? 8-10. I mean, 900, here we come. Uh-oh, look out. Let's get that back up there. Up, there we go. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 2-1 on Haniger. Everyone tells me to do the Ravens, folks. I've got only enough in me to call 162 games, and it might be more like 180 games when we talk about postseason, spring training. That's all I got in me, folks. The other half of the year I'm going to devote to my other channel, which has been going on for a couple of years, and take some time off and enjoy some of the things around me. Folks, I'm pretty much sacrificing a social life and everything else doing this thing. It's I'm fully committed. So it's all baseball all the time. I'm sure somebody out there will take care of you for the Ravens games and probably do a better job than I could. 3-1 the count on Haniger. This one is popped up into the stands in foul ground. Boy, nice crowd out here today on a Sunday afternoon. Nothing beats fun at the old ballpark. Am I right, folks? Thank you. Thank you, Pure. I'm your favorite channel. Well, gosh darn it, that's a huge compliment. Thanks. Payoff pitch coming to Haniger. This one's lifted in the air. Right field. Cowser. Is that Cal? I can't figure out who's who anymore. Cowser's got the high socks on. Hayes wears the high socks. Everyone's got the same mustache. I mean, it's like we're making clones of people out here. I can't tell who's who. I mean, I thought Cowser was in right, but every time a ball's hit to Cowser or Hayes, I gotta check the scorecard again to make sure. Okay, one out here in the 6th. Dominic Canzone at the plate, 0 for 2. He struck out both times. This one's hit on the ground, foul off to the right. 0-1 the count. Yeah, you guys are my social circle, and that's the trade-off, and I'll take that trade. I enjoy going out and interacting. I got a great community out here. Meet friendly people all the time. But I also lived through COVID, so I know I know what it's like to lock yourself away and hunker down for several months. So your boy's ready for this. 1-1 the count on Canzone. Here's a check on the runner. Raley back in. If the Yankees don't let Rodon pitch the 6th, then they are more gutless than I thought. Oh. Let's get an update on that score then. Tell me what's going on with the Yankees. I'm hoping the White Sox can get one of those. Here's a double play ball. Gunnar with the classic tag of the bag and the throw to first in time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to call it the Gunner. The Mariners are on the phone to make sure that they don't want to challenge this. It was a bang-bang play at first, but that has become Gunnar Henderson's specialty. The 6-3 double play, no challenge. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Orioles 5, Mariners 1. Man, Gunnar Henderson. It's that same kind of move. Remember, folks, if we go back to that series against the Pirates, that play that the Pirates walked off on us, where Gunnar had that ground ball, he tried to make a quick pick and tag a bag and get the throw off. Unfortunately, he threw the ball away, but ever since he made that play, he has shown he can pull that play off. The 6-3 double play. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Sorry for the squeak. Hey, Janet. This is for Janet. WD-40. Hey, can that be sent through the mail? Probably not. That's probably a no-no. All right. I figured Janet would enjoy a little bit of the old squeaky squeak. It's the lucky squeak. How many more lucky charms can we add to this? That's a lucky squeak. When it's squeaking, that means it's working. Oh, boy. Oh, is my cursor stuck? Uh-oh. All right, so this is my new solution with the cursor. I just pound my... See, it worked. I just pounded... I don't know if I even picked it up on my mic. But now I'm so fed up. I just pound the touchpad with force. I use force to make a computer work. It's not recommended, folks. But it's working for your boy. Is that Yankee game over already? I did not yet, Janet. Your boy has not picked up anything for his channel. Same chair, same touchpad. Oh, the Yankees are way out in front now. Here we go. First pitch is Mullins hitting one in the air to right, and he will be retired. Fly ball to right field. Quick out here. In the bottom of the 6th, Mullins flies out to right. Here comes Jorge Matteo. Yay, Phillies. What are you saying yay for? Or are they losing? What are you yaying the Phillies for? We're very likely to have an 83 World Series matchup with them. Matteo with a foul ball, and he got hurt. Man, Matteo, He has not had a lot of luck. He's gotten hurt a couple of times running the bases, and now a foul ball. It looks like he took it right off his right knee. And he is trying to shake it off. Oh, it looks like the side of the knee. Just above. Just above the knee. Oof. I'm sure that stings, but he should be able to shake it off. 0-1 pitch. Low and away, 1-1 the count. All right, Narniak is extremely excited. 7-2 Yankees heading into the sixth, and now parlay. Okay, nobody cares about the parlay. It's a swing and a miss. Again, folks, sports betting is like a dream you had. You can tell your best friend, I had a dream last night. It was so crazy, and you were in it. Listen up. I got to tell you about this dream. It really only matters to the person. It really only matters to you. I've tried. I've had some great dreams, and I've always tried to share them with people, and they just sit there with a look on their face like, okay, are you done? Who cares? Here's a swing and a miss. Matteo strikes out. Do you like hearing about other people's dreams, Narniak? Or do you just want to prove me wrong? All right, we'll spend the next rain delay. I'll tell you some dreams I've had. I got some stories. You'll love them. I'm just playing, Narniak. A little bit of a tease, buddy. We're all good. Hey, Giants fan, how you doing? Here's James McCann. He takes a first pitch strike at the top of the zone. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the sixth. 0-1 on McCann. Kirby is going to probably complete 6 innings, despite giving up all those runs early. Swing and a miss. 0-2. All right. Apparently, the Yankee game is of more interest. The pitch. Outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. McCann had a double today. Back in the second. One-two is lifted in the air to right. Going to be a long run, and this ball is going to land just to the right of the foul pole. Folks, McCann about 8 feet from sneaking a home run right in that same spot that, who was that guy on the Twins? Or, no, it was the Yankees. Who was that guy on the Yankees that hit that home run that got wedged right there in the corner of that foul pole right there at the flag court? This ball was just a few feet foul from that spot. Oswaldo Cabrera, right? I think it was Oswaldo Cabrera who hit that home run. This one just to the right of that. I mean, there's basically 2 people standing between the pole and where that ball landed. Nah, that home run ball was Cabrera, I think. Definitely wasn't Soto. Upstairs, McCann goes down to his butt on a pitch up near the face. Two and two the count, 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the sixth. The Orioles ahead 5-1. Eric is back. I'm doing fine, Eric. Not much has happened since we last saw you. The Orioles trying to see this game through. McCann checks swing, and he lays off. 3 and 2 the count. Yay! A Yankee pitcher has gotten to 6 strikeouts, and the world stops to admire. It's almost like a solar eclipse or something. Here's a ground ball to second. McCann will ground out to win the inning. We go to the 7th inning, folks. Late innings. The Orioles ahead 5-1. Oh, boy. All right, let me see. Let me see one thing here. Hey, folks, here's a little something. I'm dropping the link to the Orioles BirdWatcher Discord. That's right. You want a place to go when I'm not broadcasting the game? There's 21 more hours in the day, and if you got something to talk about with fellow birdwatchers, come on over to the Discord. It's not a big whoop. You just set up a little screen name for yourself. Pop on in. Post some Orioles-related stuff or whatever you got on your mind. We got a few different sub-threads in there. Also, folks, just a reminder, you can become a member to this very here channel. Next to your subscribe button, if you haven't already subscribed, or if you have, there's a join button. We've got a few magic members in here. Folks, there's not a whole lot in the perks department, I'll be honest. Early days for the channel, just trying to get off the ground and trying to build up something here where I can invest more into the channel. But what you get for being a BirdWatcher member, only I can put in links. And considering I have no idea what link you're talking about, the answer would be no. You cannot put in a link. Yeah, I think it's only at $3.99 for that magic membership. Comes out to about 17 cents a ball game. Folks, if you're in the mood to, I don't know, donate 17 cents per ball game to help me, that's not so bad. I mean, folks, ever been on a subway platform and thrown a guy a quarter for playing a saxophone for like 30 seconds? How about 17 cents for a guy giving you a 3-hour baseball call? That's not too much to ask, right? So, yeah, if you think about it that way, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Subscribe today. Get your binoculars. All right, top of the 7th. Well, I say subscribe. Join today as a member, if you'd like. The option is yours. Okay, Corbin Burns' day is over. Jacob Webb is on. Burns finishes up on 94 pitches, 6 innings, 7 hits and a walk, 11 strikeouts. The 1 earned run, his ERA down to 2.56. Well, Webb out there right now. Next pitch is off the plate outside, 2-0, with Dylan Moore at the plate. Bottom of the order due up here for the Mariners. He'll be followed by Urias and Zavala. Here's one at the top of the zone for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Dylan Moore, leading off the top of the 7th. This one's off the plate, low and away, 3-1. And the next one is, come on, Webb. What are you doing, man? Jacob Webb issues a free pass to the first batter he faces, coming in relief. 5 pitches, and he issues a walk. Come on, Webby. Settle in here. Luis Urias at the plate. And he lifts one into left. This one's going to be trouble, and it gets down. It's going to be cut off in the corner, but not played cleanly by Austin Hayes. Coming around and coming in to score on the RBI double by Luis Urias is Dylan Moore. The Mariners are on the board again. It's now 5-2. Jacob Webb, folks, get another arm up quick. Get another arm quick. Because Webb's got to face at least one more batter, but man, let's not ruin what we got going on here. Urias has driven in both runs already today. This guy was hitting a $143 to start the ball game. And indeed, there is activity in the pen. And folks, how would you like to hear this? Cole Irvin is up. So the 6-man rotation Whether it's truly an effect or the Irvin is pitching sort of his off day, or I don't know what we're going to do here, but Irvin is getting loose. Interesting times right now. Do memberships get special emojis? Yes, Jordan, they do. YouTube will only allow me to give 4 special emojis. Apparently with more subscriptions and the bigger the channel gets, the more emojis you can customize. This one is a called strike to Zavala. Runner at second, nobody out. A run in already for the Mariners. Webb trying to get an out here. This pitch is up. 1 ball and 1 strike. So yeah, I only get 4 emojis that I can offer you, but they're not too bad. You get a tater tot for Anthony Santander. You get a milkman for Colton Cowser. You get the Oriole bird. This one's low and away, 2-1 on Zavala. And I know this isn't the best emoji ever, but those are people on inner tube splashing around in some water. It's a splash zone emoji. So there you go. 2-1 on Zavala. The pitch is low, ball 3. And man, I hope we got somebody ready to go here. Webb. Come on, buddy. You're making me nervous. Pitch. Outside, ball 4. Get him out of here. Get him out. Get him out. 3 batters. Can't get anybody. Here comes Hyde. 3 batters, couldn't get anybody. No, it's not good if you can't get anybody out. Cole Irvin just threw his last warm-up pitch, and he's going to come into the ballgame. 2-on. Rojas, the left-handed batter, due up next. And, folks, Irvin has to get him out. Has to. Because if he doesn't, then we're talking 3 runners on at least, with Julio Rodriguez up next. I mean, we need a double play ball. That's what we need. Man, I hope this works out. I hope this works out. Your boy might need his second lucky. I might need one more lucky to see this game through. Webb nearly imploded the other day when he walked the bases loaded. Should have gotten rid of Bauman. Shouldn't have, I should say. Bullpen hasn't looked good since. Well, I mean, come on. We're talking about yesterday, yes, the bullpen wasn't great, but they get a pass because they had been doing great, and every bullpen's going to have an off night, and we'd had a great long run. There we go. Yeah. Just making that observation. Again, I will admit, last night the bullpen fell apart. But can we also acknowledge that the bullpen going into last night had been on a very long run and kept us in a lot of ball games? Okay? So, yeah, the bullpen last night didn't do well, and Webb didn't look good here. But am I ready to now trash the bullpen? No. Let's have some faith. Cole Irvin going to come on out here. Let's see how this goes. Yes, I acknowledge the bullpen made a great start by Grayson go away, and that's tough. But is somebody going to argue with me that, again, the bullpen going into yesterday's game was fine? Here's a double play ball. Boom. 4-6-3 double play. How about them apples? How about them apples? How about them apples? How about I'm speaking facts? We're going to figure out a way to win this ball game. Matteo with the glove flip, Gunner with the barehanded transfer. The Orioles pulling off a sweet, nifty double play, 2 down in the inning. I'm not psychic. I'm just logical. I observe, and I've got a little bit of faith. That's what I got. This one's lined in left field, a base hit. A run is going to come in and score. Julio Rodriguez drives in a run, but folks, if that's all the Mariners get out of the inning, we'll take it. Let's hope that'll, because again, I knew with Julio up next, that batter before, we had to get him, and we got two outs on it. It's now 5-3. Julio Rodriguez with the RBI single. Tying run now at the plate. And the first pitch is inside to Cal Raleigh. Raleigh batting from the right side against the lefty Irvin. Oh, my stream just went down. This is that part of the day. Folks, I might miss a pitch. I apologize. Again, once a day after, I don't know, I think it's around the 2.5 hour mark. The stream just says, you gotta open me back up again. I'm getting right back to it. Okay, 1-1 the count. Apologies there if you guys got a little worried. 2 down, runner at first, and here comes that 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 92 mile an hour. Middle on the lower half of the zone. Actually, that's pretty much middle, has to be said. That pitch was a little too hittable, but Irvin got away with it. 1-2 the count. One more strike can get us out of this inning. Pitch, popped foul behind the plate. All right. 2 strikes on the batter. Irvin in his first bullpen. Oh, Raleigh got one up in the air, deep to left, but Baltimore is going to swallow that one up as Austin Hayes will make the catch several feet in front of the track. That's hitting at least the track in every other park, not here. The Mariners get a run, but it could have been a whole lot worse as Cole Irvin comes in, gets a double play ball, does give up that base hit to Julio Rodriguez, but I mean, come on, lefty against a guy like Rodriguez, not going to hold it against him. Folks, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Everybody okay with the bullpen for a sec? Yeah, I know Webb came in and wasn't good, but my God. Oh, the bullpen yesterday. The bullpen. I'm sick of the bullpen. Ah, God. I mean, come on, folks. Again, let me go through every box score for the past 2 weeks and show you what the bullpen's been doing. Yeah, they had a stinker last night. It's going to happen. Every team. It's going to happen. A starter is going to go out there and pitch his butt off only to come away without a win. It's going to happen every year to every team. It happened to us yesterday. It's going to be okay. Hey, folks, 7th inning stretch time. You know what I'd like to see? How about some cakes on the griddle? Folks, throw some cakes up. I mean, are you on this train or what? You know what? I want to win a pennant, and I'm going to do it with a smile on my face. I'm soaking this team in. I don't know about you guys. I'm soaking it in. I mean, all those years where we lost 90, lost 95, lost 100, lost 105 games. I mean, you had all year for years like that to sit there and talk about, oh, this stinks. Oh, this ain't working. I mean, you can spend every game. I mean, this is like walking through a museum and looking at modern art and going, well, that color's a little bit not really my, I mean, come on, folks, just soak it in. Get used to winning. It's what we do. We're going for win number 29 today. 29 wins out of 44 ball games. I'll take it. I'm feeling good. And folks, if you think that like I'm a shill for some corporation, I'm not. I'm just a regular guy with no sponsors. Ain't nobody telling me what to say. This is positivity from a genuine place. All right? You feel me? You feel me out there? Any of you negative Nancys? Austin Voth. Is it Voth or Voth? I'll go with Voth because that rhymes with my last name that doesn't begin with a V, but it has an auth in it. So I'll go with Voth. Right-handed reliever out here for the Mariners. Top of the order, due up for the Orioles. Here in the bottom of the seventh. How about some seventh inning rallies right here? Try to get this lead a little more comfortable again. Gunnar leading off. First pitch is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Henderson today 2 for 3 with a home run. In fact, folks, your boy's so convinced that a rally is on, it's subscreen time. Folks, 8:15, fantastic. The 0-1 pitch to Henderson, swung on and missed. Big cut there on a breaking ball. Coming up empty, 0-2 the count. Gunnar got his uniform nice and dirty today. Pitch, low, 1-2. Curtis, that's what I'm doing on a daily basis. I think the only person that really doesn't like what I have to say is my next door neighbor. Pitch, swung on and fouled back. As we're hitting 2:38 a.m. locally for your boy. The 1-2 to Gunnar. Outside 2-2. That's what I do. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground. Foul ball. The first baseman fielded it in foul ground. Just bouncing on the foul side of the bag. 2-2 the count. Gunnar Henderson leading off the bottom of the seventh. The Orioles ahead 5-3. Scoring 5 runs in the first 3 innings. It did them well, but now we feel like we might need a couple of more to see this ball game through. Here's a swing and a miss. Henderson goes down on a breaking ball near the dirt for out number 1. Yeah. We have a lot of interesting birds and other animal life that make a lot of sounds in the middle of the night out here. So I'm just another one. Here's a fly ball by Westberg on the first pitch, and coming in is the left fielder on a sprint to make that catch. Westberg didn't get a whole lot on it. Wasn't exactly a flare, but Canzone had to motor in to get that ball before it dropped in. So 2 down after a fly ball to left field from Westberg. Ryan O'Hearn is up next. 2 down, bases empty. First pitch to him is swung on and hit softly to short. And wow, 3 up, 3 down in a hurry. So much for a 7th inning rally, folks. Can't get them every time. We're going to the 8th. The Orioles ahead 5-3. All right, who's due up and who do I want in there? It looks like Luke Raley will lead it off with Canzone hitting third. We need our lefty. Perez or Coulombe? Who do you want? Perez or Coulombe? Oh, wait. Irvin's it. What am I talking about? We got Cole Irvin. Forget it. Just keep him in there. Fantastic. Never mind. Folks, if we're on a delay, Stop typing in, we got Cole Irvin. I already corrected myself. Thank you. Let's get a few more so we can all breathe easy. Yes, please, Fox. Let's do. Hey, Lizzie, how you doing? How you doing, hon? Always good to see Lizzie popping in. Lizzie, you got to hang out here and help us see this game through. Trying to take this series down. Yeah, folks, let's see where we stand with the Yankees this time next weekend when we have a chance to play the White Sox 4 times. By the way, the Cardinals coming up during the week, they have not been off to a good start at all. Hopefully, they're not going to pick us to wake up. But, yeah, we got 7 games on the road. And when you look at the opponents and what they've done this year, you're hoping we can win minimum a 4-3 record on the road. Hopefully 5-2. I'll take 5-2. 2 out of 3 at St. Louis and 3 out of 4 in Chicago. That's what I'm hoping for. I am doing well, Lizzie. I'm doing pretty well. Last night was tough. It really was. The rain delay, the weird start time for me, the result, some interactions with a couple of people. It was a tough one, but I'm feeling good today. That's what it's all about, folks. You have a bad day, you can't wake up the next day holding on to what happened yesterday. It's a new day. All right. Irvin is out there for his well, it's not a full next inning of work. Yeah, it is. What am I saying? What am I saying? He came in for Webb. He did get all 3 outs in the inning. So he didn't start the last inning, but he pitched an inning. Does that make sense? Okay. 2-1 the count on Raley. This one's hit in the air, right center. This one is going to be caught! Colton Cowser! Full extension head first dive. Unbelievable catch. Cedric Mullins gives him a handshake. He says, you've been watching me out here, haven't you? Look at this. How did he make that ball not hit the ground? What a catch by the milkman. Delivering on defense. Fantastic catch. Oh, that might be my favorite non-Mullins catch in the outfield this season. Here's a ground ball to Henderson over to first in time. Mitch Haniger gone in a flash. And just like that, 2 down in the 8th. 4 outs to go. Colton Cowser, get some. You're my player of the game. A pair of hits, a run scored, an RBI, and the defensive play of the game. Fantastic. Folks, you like watching along with the BirdWatcher? What do you think? Let's hope the BirdWatcher can keep doing this for a long time. Unfortunately, he's going to have to somehow make ends meet in order to help make it happen. This one has popped up. Left field. Hayes is under it. Inning over. Cole Irvin. 6 outs. When the Orioles were on the ropes. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Orioles ahead 5-3. Your boy needs a lucky. As somebody says, enough of this and leaves. Bye, number 815. Somebody will take your place. That's okay. Meanwhile, your boy's going to have his second lucky. I'll be back. Well, my screen door is falling off the tracks. Man, I hate when that happens. You ever have a screen door to your balcony or back porch or whatever, and it's on those little wheel tracks, and then they pop out of the track, and you try to shimmy them back in, and I mean, I'm probably going to spend 20 minutes trying to fix that. I've got it propped closed. All right, bottom of the eighth coming up, middle of the order due up for the Orioles. Mounty, Cowser, and Hayes. I'm sure Cowser will get a big hand when he comes up. You got some weird commercials going on there, my friend? I get some weird commercials out here, I'll tell you that. But I like them. I like weird commercials. Keeps things interesting. Cody Bolton, the pitcher. Excuse me, for the Mariners. Right-handed reliever on for Seattle. Here in the bottom of the eighth, Ryan Mountcastle, first pitch is swung on and fouled away. Mounty 0 for 3 today. After a day off yesterday. His average is down to 259? Is it really? There's a called strike. Wow, Mounty down into the 250s. Let's get him a hit. 0-2. This one's in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Final game of the homestand, folks. It's been nice. We've been enjoying a lot of time at home. We only had a 5-game road trip last time we left, with a couple of off days in between and a couple of games in D.C., so it was barely a road trip at all. Swing and a miss. Mountcastle goes down on strikes, chasing one low and away. 1 out here in the bottom of the eighth. And in comes the milkman, folks. Give this man his milk. Let's see some cows in the chat. One more chance for Cowser at the plate. Is Kimbrel getting warmed up? Oh my goodness, there he is. I needed 2 extra seconds, Baxter, to be able to see it for myself. Craig Kimbrel is indeed warming up in the bullpen. First pitch to Cowser is on the outside corner for a called strike. This one's off the plate. 1-1. Cowser 2 for 3, a single, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. And a great, great catch. This one's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. I mean, nobody else is getting loose, folks. However you feel about it, Craig Kimbrel is going to come in the 9th inning. Pitch is low. That makes it 3-1 on Cowser. I'd love to get another run. I would love to get another run. Please. That's right. It's a nice, relaxing Sunday. I haven't forgotten. Here's a line drive. Base hit in the right field. Drops in front of the right fielder. He thought about maybe going after it, but yeah, that ball was hit so hard. Just had to let it land in front of him. A base hit for the milkman. 3rd hit of the ball game. Here comes Austin Hayes. Line drive. Base hit left field. Hayes with a solid single. Cowser has to stop at second base. That ball's hit too hard and hit on the left side. First and second now, 1 down, folks. I feel a rally. Ced Mullins is going to come up. He's got a hit today and an RBI already. Meeting on the mound. All right, let's see if I can pop up on the screen here real quick. Here we go. Mullins at the plate. And the first pitch is high and outside. 1-0 the count. We are in the bottom of the eighth, folks. The Orioles ahead 5-3. Runners at first and second. Mullins is 1 for 3, a single, a stolen base, and an RBI. And the umpire pops up to call for time. Oh, we need just another run or two, please. One-zero pitch. Line drive, base hit, right center field, right between the center and right fielder. That'll get a run home. Get some. Cedric Mullins, second hit of the day, second RBI of the day, and the Orioles now lead 6-3. Oh, that feel good. That feel good. Can you feel it? By the way, look at Mullins' uniform. He's nice and dirty as well. I love it when these white uniforms get nice and dirty. Another meeting on the mound. Is this a pitching change or what? How many meetings do we need here? Make it a Zoom call. Hurry up. We're in the middle of a rally here. 2 on, 1 out. Matteo coming up to the plate. The Orioles with a run in. Bottom of the eighth, 6-3. Bolton's pitch is low for ball 1. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Matteo not interested. Want to know the count. The next pitch. Swung on and missed. Another pitch low, but this time Matteo went after it. Pocket Watch coming in with the super chat. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Hey, thanks, Pocket Watch. I mean, talk about double duty. Helping out with a super chat and also helping remind folks to hit the like button at the same time. I mean, Pocket Watch. You're my boy, Blue. Here's a ball low and away. Count even up at 2-2 on Jorge Matteo. Hi, Tim. I'm giving you all the knowledge you need right now. Listen up and listen in. We got a rally going and nothing's getting spoiled. Subcount screen is good luck. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and tapped foul at the plate. Here's the situation, Tim. Are you ready? We're in the bottom of the eighth. 6-3 Orioles. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Jorge Matteo at the plate with a 2-2 count. How's that sound? It's almost like you're right there, isn't it? Here comes the pitch. Swung on and popped up. On the infield, the shortstop will make the catch. And there are 2 down. I know exactly what you mean, Tim. I think I've explained exactly what I mean. We've got 2 down. Tim, again, I'll tell. What else would you like to know that I haven't already told you? Would you like to know what somebody did earlier in the game? Just ask away. I'll let you know. McCann at the plate with 2 down. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. McCann with an RBI double in the ball game today. 3-run lead right now, so it's still a safe situation for Kimbrel, but I don't mind adding on. 2 out in the inning. Here's the pitch, low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, folks, if you're just tuning in, we're in the bottom of the eighth. The Orioles ahead 6-3 with 2 runners on, first and second, 2 down. 1-1 count on McCann. Next pitch. Popped up into foul ground and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hey, Tim, another reason why you don't see that scoreboard during moments like this, sometimes the scoreboard, actually oftentimes, is a little bit ahead. So just don't want to spoil things for people. They see something happen and a score change on the board before I see it. It doesn't make things too entertaining. This pitch is low and away in the dirt to even up the count at 2-2 on James McCann. All right, Tim's on board. Tim, I promise I'll get you back on that scoreboard page as soon as this rally is completed. And I'm in no hurry to complete it. I want more. The pitch popped up right field, and unfortunately, that's going to do it here in the 8th. But the Orioles do get another big run. We now have an extra little bit of cushion for Craig Kimbrell. Kimbrell's going to come out and try to close this game with a 3-run lead. And folks, let's hope he can do this without too much drama. There you go, Tim. Take a look. Soak it all in. In fact, let me give you a breakdown of today's scoring summary as we go to the 9th. In the first inning, Gunnar Henderson led off with a home run. Again, a 422-foot bomb that landed right where the flag court meets the bleachers out in right center field. Colton Cowser then got an infield single that scored Jordan Westberg. 2-0 Orioles after 1. Seattle got one back on an RBI single by Luis Urias. The Orioles answered back with a RBI double by James McCann in the bottom of the second. And then in the third, the Orioles went further ahead, I should say, with a solo shot from Ryan O'Hearn and an RBI single from Cedric Mullins. Mariners fought back in the 7th with a pair of runs. Urias once again an RBI double, and then Julio Rodriguez an RBI single. The Orioles just answered those 2 runs with 1 on a Mullins RBI single that scored Colton Cowser. There you go. Orioles 6, Mariners 3 as we head to the 9th. Craig Kimbrell out on the mound. I mean, who can give you a summary like that, folks? What more would you like? Boston up big. In fact, that game's over. It says end of the 9th. So St. Louis just got trounced by the Red Sox. Let's hope we can go into St. Louis tomorrow night and take it to the Cardinals like the Red Sox did today. Yankees up by 5 at the end of 8. It looks like they're going to sweep the Sox. Phillies up by 5. They're still crushing it. Blue Jays up 5-0 on the Rays. Those 2 teams just sort of canceling each other out in this division, it seems. Cleveland up 5-2 on the Twins. The Mets now up 4-3 on the Fish. I'll send you over there to that game if I can. Hopefully I won't forget, but I might. Kansas City up big on Oakland. Pittsburgh up 3-1 against the Cubs, and the Rangers up 1-0 on the Angels. Okay, here we go. Dylan Moore at the plate. Craig Kimbrell is on the mound. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. Okay, first pitch is off the plate. Come on, Craig. Throw strikes, buddy. 3-run lead. I want nothing but strikes. This pitch is off the plate outside 2-0. This is what I'm talking about, folks. A closer with a 3-run lead should not be behind 2-0 on the first batter. That's just not what a closer does. They throw strikes. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss on a pitch on the inside edge. 2 balls and 1 strike. Orioles 6, Mariners 3 here in the top of the 9th. 2-1 pitch. Popped up. This should be playable. Henderson waves off Hayes. Makes the catch. 1 out. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Here's Luis Urias, who has been the sort of surprise offensive leader today for the Mariners. As an RBI single and an RBI double. There is a called strike. McCann drops the ball, but that one's in the zone. In fact, the 2 hits today, first multi-hit game for Urias as a Mariner. Oh, 1 count. The pitch is high. That was neck high. 1-1 the count. Pitch is a knuckle curve in there at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1-2 the count. Your boy's voice is just about to start to fade away. So I'm hoping we can close this out quickly. 1-2 on Urias. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Down goes Urias looking. The Orioles 1 out away from taking this series. Come on, folks. Get hype. Get hype. Let me feel the love in the chat. You got something to say. If you're feeling something, let it be known, because this game is going to be over pretty soon, we hope. Last chance saloon. The Mariners are going to send up Mitch Garver to pinch hit. Fans on their feet. The pitch. Called strike 1 on the outside edge. Come on, BirdWatchers. Let's hear it. Get on your feet. Low and away, and gets all the way back to the backstop. 1-1 the count on Garver. I'm seeing a few people still on their butts in their chairs. Get up, everybody. Get up. Get your butts up. The 1-1 is low and away, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the 9th. The Orioles ahead by 3. So close to taking the series. This one's upstairs. Garver has to back out of the box. 3-1 the count. Come on, Kimmy. 1 more out to go, buddy. You want that save? You want a chance to save the next one? Come on, pal. Here we go. 3-1 pitch is lifted in the air, but is going to go foul. And that'll run the count full. Folks, we are down to the last strike. Let's go. Get on your feet, people. I mean, come on, ballpark. If you're not on your feet now, what are you doing? Full count, 2 out in the 9th. I mean, some of these people are comatose. Let's go. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Craig Kimbrell closes the door and gets the save without much trouble. Hello, Craig Kimbrell. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. The Orioles take the series in the rubber game. Final score, Baltimore 6, Seattle 3. And this homestand is over. I mean, what did we wind up with? We played the Blue Jays. We took 2 out of 3. First series was Arizona. Did we take? I think we took 2 out of 3, then 2 out of 3, and then 2 out of 3 again. Am I right about that? Am I right about that? Is it almost as if this team is super duper consistent and just wins series like a dominant team should? I tell you what, folks. How are you feeling today? Oh, the bullpen. The bullpen. What about the Jacob Webb today? Jacob Webb wasn't good today. Yeah, he wasn't good today, folks. We still figured out a way. There's 26 dudes on this roster. They don't all stink. Most of them are very, very good on a very regular basis. Hang in there. We're doing good. Win number 29, 14 games above 500. It's still mid-May. Come on. We're doing fine. Corbin Burns gets the win. Kirby takes the loss. Kimbrel with the save. 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. The Mariners, 3 runs, 9 hits, the 1 error. Once again, there's a look at the box score. Baxter's feeling good. Gunner, 2 for 4 with a home run. Ryan O'Hearn also with a solo shot. But my player of the game, folks, I mean, I know Corbin Burns was great, but I'm giving my player of the game to Colton Cowser, a 3-hit game, scored a couple of runs, drove a run in, and made a sweet, sweet diving catch that you'll see on ESPN tonight. All right, folks, let me let you know when to come on back tomorrow night for that first game in St. Louis. We're going to St. Louis, folks. Home, the original home of the Orioles franchise, the St. Louis Browns. We're going back to our roots. We are going back to our roots in St. Louis. We'll also be facing a former Oriole, I believe in the second game of the series, in the form of Kyle Gibson. Where is the schedule? Let me pull it up for you. BookDoc is happy, and the Orioles are making him happy. They're making me happy too. I just wish I could hurry up and get you to the screen you need to see. Let's take a quick look here, and I'll get on out of here. 3:08 a.m. local time for me. I'm going to be able to get a few hours of sleep before the sun comes up. All right, tomorrow, 7:45. Ooh, I like this. Your boy's going to actually... I'm gonna enjoy this week. I like these start times. It's gonna be 6:45 a.m. for me. I'll be up and awake like nothing. So that's 7:45 p.m. I'll be on the air, folks, at 7:35 p.m. Eastern. Dean Kramer against Sonny Gray. Game 2 will have Kyle Bradish against Lance Lynn, and then it's the third game where we face Kyle Gibson with John Means, the opponent. By the way, Cole Irvin's scheduled to start the game on Thursday in Chicago. There you go, folks. That's got everybody all caught up to date. Big thank you to Christina and Janet and Card Crazed. Oh, I've even not forgotten yet. I'm going to pop a link here in the chat. By the way, a big thanks to all the new, look at that, folks. Subscriber count today. Fantastic. Over 20 new subs. We hit 800 and then some. I mean, on the road. On this road trip, folks, we might be looking at 900 by the time we get back home. And then the countdown to 1,000. Again, your boy, the BirdWatcher, his birthday coming up on Tuesday night. So if you can't make it tomorrow, get on out here in a couple of days. Wish your boy a happy birthday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. And get rested up. We got another week of baseball coming up. Come on back out again here, folks. Again, 7:30. Let me do it again. That's always tough between my time and your time. Yeah, 7:35 p.m. Your boy will be back on the air. Folks, until then, that's going to do it for me. This has been the BirdWatcher. And I'll chirp at you later. Final score, the Orioles 6, the Mariners 3. I'm feeling good. I hope you are too. Come on back. See ya.